In example 1b, the angles 500 and 140 are coterminals because their terminal side coincide. An angle coterminal with given angle can be found by adding or subtracting multiples of 360. For example 2, finding coterminal angle for negative 45. Find one positive angle and one negative angle that are coterminal with negative 45 and 395. So you're going to find out the coterminal angle for negative 45. Initial side for this one is this 0 degree. And negative 45, since this is going to be negative 90, negative 45 is right here. That's negative 45. We want to find out the coterminal angle, coterminal side for negative 45. It means that we are going to go from the other side and add the 360 to negative 45. So add 360 to negative 45. You're going to get here is 315. And you can see that this 315 from going this to this is going to be 90, 180, 270, and this to this line is 315. So when you graph this negative 45, it is same as graphing 315, positive 315. Now we found the positive angle that is coterminal with negative 45. Now we are going to find the angle that is negative angle that is coterminal with negative 45. We already said that we can find these by adding or subtracting. Now the other one we can find is by subtracting. So negative 45 minus 360, and that angle would be negative 400. Now if we graph negative 400, it is going to give us the same terminal. How is that? So we are going to go from 0 to the negative side and complete this whole circle of 360 and more 45 and reach to the same terminal, and that purple graph is actually negative 400. So all of them have same terminal. Negative 45, same terminal. Positive 315, same terminal. Negative 400, same terminal. And most interesting is, if you add 360 to this one, it will still give you same terminal. And if you subtract more to 360 to 400, it will still give you same terminal, because 360 gives or bring you back to the original spot. So anytime you add or subtract 360, it will bring you back to the same position where you can find the same terminal as the original angle. You're going to graph 395. So 395 is already more than 360. So you have one circle complete. So you have a terminal that is this initial side. Starting from here, 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. After 360, you're going to get 360 minus 35. So this is your 35 degree. and that's a 395 angle, because 360 plus 35 is 35 degree. Now this angle is counterclockwise, made it 395. When you subtract 360 from here, you got 35 as a positive angle. So you have a first angle 395, coterminal of that is 35. So we found the positive coterminal of 395. Now we're going to find the negative coterminal of 395. So if we already got the positive terminal from 395. So this is 395, same terminal as 35. Now we are going to find the negative. This number only can be negative if we subtract a number that is more than 395. It means in this case you're going to subtract twice 360. It means 2 times. We're going to have to subtract it from 2 times 360, which means that we are going to subtract 720 from 395. So we are going to subtract 360 twice so that we can have a negative coterminal, and that's going to be negative 325. When we graph this negative 325, it will bring us back to the same terminal. So let's see here. 90, 180, 270, and that's going to be negative 325. For number 5, the first coterminal, you're going to add 80 plus 360, and you're going to get here is 440, coterminal to 80. To find the negative, you're going to subtract 360, and 80 minus 360 is going to be 280, negative 280, coterminal for 180. For 230, you're going to do the same thing. 230 minus 360, you're going to get the negative coterminal is negative 130. 230 plus 360, and that's going to be 590. Okay, for number 7, 740, if you have 740 and you want to find the coterminal, that is positive coterminal for 740. 740 minus 360 is going to give you positive 380 as your positive coterminal. For negative coterminal, you're going to subtract negative 360 is going to give you still positive, so that doesn't make sense. So it means we are going to subtract twice of 360. Twice of 360 is 740 minus 720, and that still give you positive 20. So still we got positive 20, and it does not work. It means that in the next step we are going to subtract 3 times of 360. So we are going to erase all of that because we are not getting negative yet. So now we are going to subtract 3 times of 360. It means you're subtracting 740 minus 1080, and that gives you negative 340. You can subtract or add as many 360 as you want or can to find one positive and one negative. So negative 130 plus 360, it gives us a positive And we're going to subtract 360 to see if it gives negative. If it doesn't, then we have to choose another 360. So 135 minus 360 is giving us 495 negative. So both works. One is positive, one is negative. Co-terminal to negative 135.